Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Alexandra. Thank you so much for joining me today, my beautiful collective. So today we're going to be getting some oracle card messages from your person. So let's see. What do they want to say to you today? I have resorted to spell work to bring you back to me. Oh. All right, here, collective. So, lots of things, okay, in this card already. Number one, you two are not together, okay? Number two, I feel like your person has, tried, okay, to, make things right with you, to kind of get you back with them, but they haven't succeeded, okay? That's the thing, okay? And number three, it's like they have literally exhausted every other avenue to try and get you back. And now they are at the point where, yeah, they've resorted to spell work to bring you back. Now, I don't get the feeling that, like, they are the ones, okay, who are kind of, like, doing the magic on you, right? Like, they could be, okay? But, I'm more getting the energy that, like, they're seeking out help, okay? Like, they're seeking out other spellcasters to do the work for them, okay? So obviously, the kind of spells we're talking about here are like bring back my ex spells, make them love me again spells, binding spells, okay? So, something along those lines, right? Where it'll basically, supposedly, okay, it'll guarantee, okay, that you will go back to them, all right, and be with them. So, wow. Quite interesting here, collective, I don't often get a lot of readings where, spell work is involved, but I've actually gotten quite a few of them lately, so guess your people are, very magically inclined here, okay? So, I thought you were a gold digger, but you actually couldn't care less how much money I have. Huh. Interesting. So, this is just more like a general statement, right? It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with, like why the two of you may not have worked out necessarily, okay? This is just like an assumption that your person had about you, probably thinking that like you are only interested in them for their money kind of energy, I guess. Or like interested in what they could do for you, okay? But, I guess they figured out quite quickly that like you don't care, literally. Like you don't give a shit, okay? Whether or not they are a janitor or whether or not they're a manager, like it doesn't matter to you, okay? What matters to you is like character, right? And, I guess your person, what I'm feeling then is that your person probably was dealing, okay, with a lot of people who were only after them for what, they could do for them, okay? And I guess that made your person very, very like jaded, okay, very like cautious, right? So, without meaning to, right, like they transferred those same kind of sentiments to you, okay, when the two of you kind of got together, thinking like, oh, here's another one after my money, okay, or here's another one, only after me for like what I can do for them, okay. But, they realize though, right, that like, no, okay, money doesn't mean shit to you, actually, okay. So, I can't bear to see you cry. It breaks my heart. What did they do, collective? Like, are they the ones who made you cry? Okay, and that's why the two of you aren't together here, I don't know. But, obviously, collective, I mean, you have been crying about something here, okay? For sure. And kind of feels like it's the energy that they made you cry and they're so sorry and they never meant to make you cry. How do I stop you from crying, and the thing is though, like I said, I feel the energy is that the two of you are not together right now, right? So this is almost kind of like in the past, like when you would kind of cry about something, okay, something that your person did, like they hated it, okay, they hated that they made you cry, right? So what's going on? My apology is going to be over the top extravagant because I do not want to give you any reason to reject me. Holy motherfucking hell, man. What did your person do? Okay, so they definitely did something, collective, that made you cry a lot, okay? something that would, like, you know, maybe, okay, so whatever your person did, okay, it was too much for you. Okay, that's why the two of you broke up. All right. And because of that, you know, your person knows that they fucked up royally. Okay, so that's why they know, okay, that, like, they gotta bring you these, like, 100 roses, okay, as, like, an apology, you know, for starters. Okay, like, this alone is not enough, okay, to kind of make up for what they did to you, and they know that. Okay, but you know, this is not a bad place to start, right, collective, right? So wow, okay, something happened. Something happened. What happened? You know, the spirit want to tell me? I caused you so much pain and anguish because of my ego. Oh my gosh. So, I wonder then, like, okay, let's just kind of say that, you know, this card about, you know, they thought you were a gold digger. Okay, I think then that your person is rich, okay, or, like, they have money, right? They're wealthy. And like I said, you know, that's why, okay, their past relationships, you know, it's like made them so jaded, is because probably everybody that they were with only wanted stuff from them, you know, like material things, okay? But you were not like that, okay? Like, you know, you weren't demanding, you know, jewelry and shopping trips and, you know, fine dining from your person, okay? And that's why, you know, your person was probably like, no, it can't be real. Like, okay, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop, you know, like, give it another month and the collective will start, you know, like, asking me for all that same shit. Okay. But the thing is, though, that didn't happen. Okay. But I think then that, like, they probably treated you like you were a gold digger. Okay. And in that way, you know, it's like, yeah, they thought that their money is what the appeal was, okay? So you know what? Like, they literally got it all wrong here, okay? Like, yes, they're wealthy, right? But they think that, like, yeah, that's the only thing they got going for them, you know? They think that, like, you know, their wealth, okay, is what makes them kind of attractive, right? But that wasn't the case with you, okay? And they just didn't get it. You know, that, like, you loved them for them, okay? You didn't love them for, like, you know, how much money they had in their wallet, okay? So they're very, very much in their ego in that way, you know, just like naturally just assuming, okay, collective, that, you know, you were just another one of them, you know, gold digging bitches, okay, who, you know, just were with them because, yeah, they had money and they were gonna, you know, treat you, take care of you, okay. But that wasn't it. And I think that, you know, maybe your person was just being a stubborn jackass, like they didn't want to believe it, so, you know, they kept treating you like you only wanted them for their money, okay? And it's like, you know, obviously they're dead wrong, okay? Like, that's not what you were after here. But, you know, your person then, very much in their ego, thinking that, like, wow, you know, I don't think that they're, like, Kardashian rich, okay? Like, they got money, all right? But, like, I think that they're, yeah, they're very much in their ego, though, thinking that, like, whatever money they have makes them, you know, so much better than everybody else, right? But the thing is that, you know, they're not as rich as they could be, you know, like, obviously, like, the Kardashians over there, you know, like, there are a lot of rich folks out there, you know, way richer than your person. So, you know, they kind of inflated their own worth here, okay? So that's how they lost you. I can promise you that I have been miserable ever since I callously ghosted you. Oh, wow. Okay, the story just keeps unfolding here. So, they, collective... Okay, you know what? I think that their own paranoia sunk their own ship. They just would not kind of, like, let go of the fact that, you know, you are a genuinely sweet and, you know, loving, caring person. You know, like, that's all there is to it, okay? You know, there's no jokes, there's no tricks about it. You're not trying to play your person. No matter how many times you tried to tell them that, it's like they wouldn't believe it, right? So, I don't know. It's like, you know, they kept insisting that you were something, okay? But you weren't that. So, you know, I think that they got frustrated within themselves, you know, trying to, like, prove themselves right. To the point where, like, they ghosted you, okay? Because, you know, almost kind of like I left you before you could leave me energy. So, man, your person's got a lot of issues going on here, okay? I'm just gonna be straight. Like, you know, they're wealthy, but, you know, they basically think that, like, everybody's out to get them and their money, right? But then when somebody comes along that genuinely actually loves them like you do, right? They can't believe it. You know, they just take it to mean that, like, oh, no, 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 you know, she's just, like, pretending to be this way. But later on, you know, they're gonna come for me. They're gonna come for my money. So they left you. They ghosted you. No wonder they need spell work, man. At this rate, collective, they're gonna need a fucking miracle to get you back, okay? You love yourself more than you love me. Well, yeah. Like, after this bullshit that, you know, they kind of put you through, of course you love yourself more, okay? Not that you didn't already, collective, but, you know, all this, like, disbelieving energy from your person, you know, I think it took a toll on you, right? Where it's like, you know what? You're spending more time trying to prove that, you know, you're genuine than you are actually being a girlfriend in the relationship, okay? And it's like, you know, why bother, okay? Like, if you're gonna do that, then, you know, I might as well be single, okay? You know, I don't need this bullshit. So, you know, even though they so-called ghosted you, collective, I think that in a lot of ways you were actually, like, relieved. Okay, kind of like, thank God, you know, it's like I don't have to deal with this bullshit anymore. All right. So in that way, yeah, you loved yourself. Okay, collective, like, you know, you knew that you were genuine. Okay, you weren't playing around with your person. Okay, they didn't know that, you know, or they didn't want to believe it, you know. But doesn't matter now because, you know, collective, I mean, you're single. Okay, you're on your own. You know, you're not with your person. We both had hidden agendas and secrets. You know what? I think that this card is actually half right, okay? I think this is your person, you know? Like, their secrets, their agendas, you know, were all about, like, what was best for them, you know? I almost... It's like, you know, your person dealt with so many gold diggers, I feel like by the time you came along. Like, you know, they literally were almost trying to, almost like they wanted to kind of put you through a series of tests to see if you were loyal or not, to see if you were after their money or not, okay? So, you know, they had the secret agenda that, like, you know, they literally wanted to put your love to the test, okay? And, I mean, when you kept passing their tests with flying colors, it's kind of like they still didn't believe it, okay? So, I mean, your person is, like, stubborn, okay? Very, very hard-headed here. Like, man, I'm starting to think that this person does not deserve you, okay? Will you accept my apology or will you reject me? And look at it. It literally came right under this apology card too, collective. So, you know what? This is the question. Do you want your person back enough to, like, forgive them for all their bullshit? You know, for accusing you of being a gold digger, for ghosting you, for putting you through all these stupid tests that, like, you know, were basically useless, you know, for being in their ego, thinking that, you know, their money was it, that's all you were after. Like, holy shit, collective. I mean, you basically have a lot to forgive your person for, okay? And, you know, I know you're a very, very forgiving person, collective, but I don't know if you're that forgiving. Okay, you know, so, you know, your person's not wrong, okay? Like, they absolutely have to give you, like, one fucking hell of an apology, okay, to, you know, even get your attention at this point, okay? Never mind your actual apology, right? Like, I don't even know if you want to talk to them, okay? So, you know what? That's probably also part of the reason why they, you know, resorted to spell work here, okay? Is because, like, they know that you don't want to talk to them. Or maybe they've already tried to, but you've blocked them, okay? So they literally, you know what? In a lot of ways, this is like they need some sort of divine intervention, okay? Like, spiritual intervention to kind of, you know, get you to even talk to them at this point, okay? I don't want anyone to experience the sensuality you gave to me. Well, you know what, dude? That might not be your choice anymore, man. Like, you know, collective, I mean, after everything that they did, you know, you're free to do whatever the hell you want, okay? Like, you gave so much of yourself to your person, you know? You gave them the best of you, basically, okay? And they still didn't, like, appreciate it, You know, they didn't think it was real or genuine, okay? So, you know, yeah, they may not want you to kind of, you know, give that experience to some other lucky dude, but, you know, chances are, collective, I mean, if you haven't already, you are going to, okay? Like, you know, there's somebody out there who's not gonna, like, put you through 100 different tests, okay? To, you know, kind of prove your loyalty to them, right? And like I said, I'm not sure, collective, you know, honestly, if you want to forgive your person or not. You know, because on top of all this shit, right? I mean, they also are trying to use spell work on you, you know, and I'm not sure how you feel about that. Like, is that kind of making you feel like you know, odd or awkward, or like, what the fuck are you doing here? You know, like, why are you trying to, like, literally, you know, force me to get back together with you? So yeah, collective, I don't know. But the thing is, though, you know, whatever you kind of choose to do, collective, I mean, it's going to be for your best good, okay? Because you love yourself, all right? You know, you're going to treat yourself well. So, you know, if you think, right, that, you know, your person is going to love you right going forward, then, yeah, I think you might give them another chance. But, you know, if this is all just way too much bullshit going on here, okay, which I totally, you know, get, then you know what? No, you're not going to go back to them, okay? And no amount of spell work, okay, is going to make you come back to your person either, for that matter, right? So, you know, there's shit out of luck then, collective, you know. So, anyway, yeah, that's what I have for you today, collective. Hope you enjoyed this one. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll talk soon. Bye.